here today?
I mean, it's extreme injustice. This kid was killed for no reason. He was literally a kid, and this keeps happening in our society, so we got to come out and support.
I'm here to bring justice for Trayvon and bring the killer who killed him to justice and in jail like he should be. He would be if Trayvon was any other race, I feel. It would have been, if it was reversed, they would have been in jail. Trayvon would have been in jail if he just shot a white man, and I feel that justice should be served.
I'm here because I think there's a war going on in this country, like a racist war, and by the police and people who take on the role of police.
I came because I am fed up with the ways that our men are being funneled towards death, towards imprisonment, towards social and political isolation and exclusion from this country. And I want our men back. I want our men back, and I'm tired of how we are losing them.
I think it's bigger than just Trayvon. There are tons of nameless faces who have been victims in the past, but I am grateful, though it was tragic, that Trayvon's story is bringing this truth to life.
The case of Trayvon Martin is just it's just the most blatant kind of, assault that you can imagine. I mean, a young man that's criminalized, that's been and this is the product of decades of criminalization of people of color, and I think this is just, enough is enough, and this is why I wanted to be here today. I couldn't not be here today.
It's insane that there are weeks that go by where there are multiple men being shot and killed by the police here in New York.
We have a lot of shootings of innocent black men where they think they're pulling out a gun, but they're pulling out a brush. This has been happening every single day for the past 15, 20 years, in my eyes, in California. Look what's going on in California. I think we need to take this to Orlando. Some guy just said back there, we need to take this to Trayvon's backyard. We need to go to Orlando and do this.
And I saw the father, I was right behind him when he was talking, and he just, his mom and the father were crying, and it's just, they're a strong family though. Strong family.
They loving this.
They need this type of support.
This has really been the straw that broke the camel's back. Although, I mean, we've been in a post-Troy Davis world. I think that it's becoming more and more apparent to everybody that this blatant murder, the racist murder that's been happening beneath the surface is now being pushed up to the front of society. I think that's why we saw so many people turn out today here, because people understand, I think, finally, that they're not alone. I think it's not just, I think it's an awakening, but I think it's more than a waking up. I think it's a realizing and a rebuilding of people's sense of, like, yes, it's right to stand up and fight, and we can do this, and we're on the right side of justice, and this is our moment now to try to actually push for what we want.
It's a great thing to have people show up, but I think that we have to use these bodies and inform them about things that they can do. It's great to have people care and to be upset and to have emotion, but there are things people can do. There is action people can take. There are other places you can show up besides for a march. You can show up to political, officials' office and say you want stop and frisk stopped. You are unhappy with that. You are not satisfied with that. We can do things, but people just need to know where to put this energy and how to channel it and where to direct it. And, we can use these kinds of gatherings and opportunities to share that with people and get people informed so that their feeling can be mended, with action and turn that into change.
I think this is a very important issue. I'm very happy that my generation is going to be remembered for something other than the way the media portrays us. I pray that Trayvon and his story are never forgotten, and that his family gets